Alright, we are live. Welcome back, everybody. And yeah, now I remember what we were doing. We want to salvage that as much as we can. I believe I solved the radiation problem.
Inventory full.
Oh, shoot. Oh yeah, that's right. Don't need those. So let's get more of these off of it. There we go. And ditch those. Okay, what I was doing was I have a cargo container here I was dumping things into because there is over here. No, okay, there's a survival kit here I want to grab. But other than that, I think this was loot. And so I am going to...
Inventory full.
What's that? I've got to get back to my rover and somehow bring it over here, which means I need... Okay, so Salvage Rad Hazard is my marker for this. Alright. But I wanted to claim the... Oh, it was the gyro. Which I might actually have the stuff to fix, or not. Ooh, 50 metal grids. I don't know if I have that at all, but... Oh, and the broadcast controller I might have wanted too. That's kind of iffy. No metal grids in there. That's light armor. Is anything on this heavy armor? Not so far. And there's not likely gonna be, because heavy armor is quite heavy. Okay, it had nothing in its inventory, if it had any. Let's see how much of this I can put into that gyro, if anything. Because I think it needed
Inventory full.
some of these parts. Yep, I'm just on metal grids now. Okay. That need anything? No. Have I...
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Nope.
Inventory full.
There. Gotta get it to change its build state. Okay, I own that now. Alright. Oh, I did figure out... I was remembering right how to do this, but it only works from inside the personal info menu, not the main one. Oh dear. There's a lot of one-block static grids floating around. Abandoned farms. Mini merchant. Let's ping that one. Oh dear. That's my hauler right here. That's a salvage target somewhere. Is that me? Nope. Hold on. Okay. Some of these may be things on the rover. So if I have a cluster of ping locations, that'll be the right one. That might be me. Because I think it inherited its name from... No. Oh, no, this is Trade Runner Wreck. Okay. I'm gonna guess it's that one. Because that looks to be multiples and in roughly the right direction. Okay. Engines on. Unlock. Let's go ahead and fly back and look for some sensible way around here. So far it's dunes off to the side. And if we can get up here, it's actually not too bad. But that's the hard part, because that's where I'm parked. I don't know. Might actually not be too bad coming up there, depending on how bad that cliff is. No, that's a bad cliff. Around through the left there might be the best, but that's not good. Man. Okay, that's going to be a problem. Yeah, there might be a way around, or... Oh, actually... Yeah, that actually doesn't look too bad. Up through there, zigzag it a little bit, and get across. And it's relatively smooth sailing from there, so... Alright. Let's go ahead and try that. Oop. I am loaded pretty heavily. So... I cannot stay up while tilted. Okay, I am a little bit to the right, forward, and down. Yep. Okay. All engines off. Lock and lock. And now I can get out. Okay. I'm kind of blocking those stairs, but I'll deal. First things first, dump my inventory. Then find a cargo. Well, that's right, I can't drag out of there. Oh, tell me I didn't get anything into that, did I? Shoot. Hold on. Cargo on this ship. Yeah, I didn't get anything into this cargo. Neat. There we go. That's weird. Okay, my food is fine at the moment. Let me toss that into there. Alright. We actually have a half-decent... Oh, yeah, that's the other thing I wanted to do. I wanted to get some blocks here and behind to get this anchored in place better. Something like that. Which I need steel plate for. Okay, I don't know what that was all for, but... Oh, the gyro, yeah. Let's get this stuck on there. And I wanted to get this piped up, but where am I going to pipe it from is the problem. And that I just don't know, so let's go ahead. Actually, how many metal grids do I have in inventory? 2, 8, 190. Okay, I've got plenty. Yay! Yeah, this is going to be sketchy, but I think I can do it. Oh, geez. Wow. Yeah, that was extra sketchy. Oh, damn it. Lost the turbine again. And some blocks up here that I don't know what they were. Because... Oh, they were the tail. Okay, yeah. Shoot. Oof. 4 steel plates left in the whole thing. Oh, dear. Okay, yeah. I've got to bring that up farther in the parking spot. Alright, hold on. Okay. I need to rig something better for the wind turbine. I don't know how, though. Oh, shoot. Okay. Anyway. Come on. Oh, dear. Alright. Wheels. What do I have left to give these? They're at 100% power. They're... You know what? I'm going straight line for the moment, so let's try 100% friction, too. Okay, that's not enough. Drop the strength more. Oh, there we go. That was it. Maybe. Nope. Okay, this was not as climbable as it looked. Just give it a full straight run up. Don't try to turn. Come on. Come on. Nope. Okay. No, 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 no. Oh, jeez. Oh, this is horrific. This is not where I thought I was from the air. This is not where I thought I was climbing. Okay. I just did all of that for nothing. Come on. Why are wheels not grabbing? Okay. Well, let's take traction back down to 60. Need to get up to wheels first. Friction back to 60. Strength back up to about 6 or so. Have I gotten well and truly stuck here? That's what I meant to hit. That's not helpful. Okay, what have I done here? I am facing significantly downhill and drifting backwards. Hold on. Did I accidentally set an override or something? Okay. Is that front corner touching or all but? Oh, that's the back. And that's going to destroy some stuff while it moves me forward. Oh, over there. Okay. I came up over that way, thinking I could get up here to that, which means I didn't want to go up. I wanted to hang a hard left up the gray. That's... Ugh. Well, if I can get out of here, I know that's a bad idea, and I can try the left-hand path. Why am I going backwards? I am pressing forward. Oh, no. Okay, maybe I just try going backwards. Oh my god. I do not know what the problem here is. I'm going full bore forward right now. Okay. I am literally incapable of motion right now. Alright. I am going to disable that. I am going to move all my mag plates closer here. Trim off the sides of this. I'm going to start putting this stuff up, well, not there, but on the side of this. I want to leave that available. Okay. Let's get that off the floor. That's just in the way at this point. I need to get this narrowed back down. That whole thing is just, darn it, just going to have to come off. Because why ever it sounded like a good idea originally to put it there, it was not. So I will take advantage of the terrain here to get this stuff off. This whole thing needs narrowed.
Inventory full.
Okay. I can just get back on there. That's handy. Alright. Finish grinding that off. I will have to find a different way to do that. Whoa. All right. One down. Let's keep that ground up for the moment. Okay. You are going to come through here. Okay. There's another. Alright. Let's bring you through. Come over here very carefully so as not to slam you into anything. Alright, there's the second. Oop, oop. Okay. Okay, it's that one. which means you get to go there. Okay. Now then, let's take these sides off entirely. And I can already see part of the problem fixing itself.
Inventory full.
Where'd it drop? There it is. Okay, yeah, let's just come through here and take it this way. Alright. Wheels are outside all of that. Okay, dump the inventory. Yeah, this definitely needs to become more of a two-story rover than a wide rover. Alright. Can I get up on here from the back at the moment? Yes, I can. Okay. Okay. Do I try? Yeah, I think I do. Or maybe not, because I'm stuck again. No. There we go. Up through here was a bad idea. Alright, I need to go right here, because I'm not going straight down that cliff. Okay. I was, however, hypothetically, I think, able to make it through the pass over here. Maybe. That looks horrible. Yeah, if I can get up that, which I don't think I can... Oy. Let's go take a look at this on foot. I don't think I'm getting through there. I think I'm going to have to find a way around. I mean, I can get down here easily enough. But yeah, that... I don't think I get through there. Unless I can go around from there somewhere, but that looks sketchy. Yeah, nope. To get back there and claim all that stuff, I have to go around, not through. Alright. Now then... Oh, that's down right now, that's why. Hold on, actually, let me... Gotta get it from there. Okay. That's actually attached by that. I could hypothetically strip that out and turn it into something I can grab cargo from, but yeah, not right now. Let's bring this up and see where it goes. Make sure this is clear. Yeah, that'll help a lot in the future. Let's see, can I get... yeah. There. I wonder, can I get this on here? Or do I occupy the space too much? Okay. Okay. Nope, shoot. There. Okay. Let's reverse that to go clean up that before I run into it. And then climb back on. Yeah, I can make that go faster. There. Yeah, that's better. Alright. So, I am definitely not going that way. No matter how tempting it might be and look like I might be able to get through there, no. So, let's get turned around. Darn it. Okay. That turned out to just be a wild mess. Because I appear to be in a giant bowl of a ridgeline of mountains. And it goes on forever that way, so let's try this way. Actually, that mini merchant signal has me a little bit curious. Okay. I think that's all of those... Oh, rover fixed is apparently one that I don't need. Apparently I did set a parking space and I just didn't realize it. Okay, like 9 kilometers short of the sales container is a mini merchant. And I genuinely don't know what that is. And I haven't touched the gas since I hit the salt flat, but now I'm slowly starting to slow down, so let's fix that. There we go. Oh, and once I get over this little ridge, or onto this little ridge anyway, I'm going to park up for a moment and name my grid. Make sure it has a name I can remember. Okay, going nice and slow here. Info. Rover fixed. Okay. There we go. That should make it a little bit easier for me to find in the future, I guess. Both of those are over the horizon. And hold on. Oh, no, hold on. I've got something dead ahead here. Several things. Looks like I have some salvage again. Don't know what any of this is. I feel like I should, but this very much feels like I missed this on my way in. So let's park up reasonably close. And don't have the jetpack running since it doesn't really work. Oh, I don't have a pistol anymore. Whoa, okay. Shoot. Okay. Oh, hold on a second. These shoot over your head. Assuming they even had ammo. Oop, it had ammo. Okay. Another medium cargo container. Those are good for trade, but I have one on me already. Nothing of note there. Grind down the fences, because they cause problems. There was something over here, which will again need to be ground down. Not sure what this was supposed to be, but buried in the ground like this, it'll just destroy wheels. And whatever's attached to them. Okay. Water tower, more fence. Yeah, I think I'm just going to grind down this entire thing. Might bring the battery up on board.
Inventory full.
That'll include the water tower.
Inventory full.
Wow. Apparently there's a lot of bits in that. Okay. Those are not connected to the sidewalls, apparently. They're connected to the ends. Come on. Okay. Okay, that's gone. Dump that. Bring that on board to about there. And yes, there was another bit of fence. That was interesting. Alright. Yeah, that's not doing enough downforce to do anything. Let's bring it up early. Oh, that's right. I set the velocity in the event controller to drop it, so that doesn't change it. Oh, yep, there's something right up here. Darn it. Lost one power cell. Okay. Okay. There is still something out there. Over here. Oh yeah, this stuff. There we go. Not going to make it to that unknown signal. And what I want to look at is over here that away. And I am moving away from the sun. Lovely. Alright. Let's head down to the Badlands. It's better than the dunes in between the Salt Lakes at the moment. Although this isn't really Badlands. Scrub, maybe? I don't know. It's rough-ish terrain, but it's smooth enough for a large grid. In ways that, you know what? There we go. 7 kilometers on the other side of the mountain. Oh, hold on. There's dunes. Is that a way through? That might be the way through the mountains. But let's get back on course for this. Ooh. Looks like I've been through there. Alright. Okay, that's a little bit less busy, but... Okay. I think I'm heading back toward the station. But I don't have a station marker, so maybe not? I really don't know. Let's see. Huh. Earth. I could definitely go around the mountains now, so whenever I find this, I just want to go left of the mountains and get a look at it. Let's go around the sandbar here. That's definitely still on the far side of the hill over here, though. Pretty sure it's above the horizon at this point. Let's try not to hit the trees. I'm sure I'll fail a bunch, but I can at least give it a shot. Yeah, I might see whatever this is pretty soon. But I will say again, I wish there was a map of the planet here. Even if I had to pull it up in a separate website. It would be nice to have a clue of where I need to navigate better than what I get just by looking around here. Oh, something down on the ice here. No idea what just yet. There just isn't enough light to see it yet. It's definitely something. What do we have? I don't know what would have come through here with two wheels. A single thruster that I apparently already own, and chunks of rover. What on earth? Am I back near the physics mess issue, maybe? Yep. Let's get this aboard. Okay. Oh, I'm getting my level 2. Alright. There's nothing else there. I don't see any big divots on the ice either, is the thing. So, I genuinely don't know. That definitely looks like I left some stuff behind at some point. I do not know when it might have been, because it definitely doesn't... The combo of the small grid wheels, the small grid thruster, and the large grid blocks, like what I had my sides built out of, doesn't really make much sense to me. I don't know when I would have done that, if I would have done that, or how I would have done that. Oh man, this is going to make viewers seasick. Sorry. I'm getting really close to that mini merchant, though. Oh, jeez. Some of this is mine, some of this is not. Again, in ways that I just don't grasp. What on earth? Okay. Between you guys and me, I genuinely don't remember any of this. I know I got this little thing in the earlier run, but I don't remember leaving anything like this near it. I don't... Actually, that looks vaguely familiar. Oh, no. There used to be a building here, didn't there? And this was my stash out behind it. Or something, because I remember getting these from an unknown signal. Well, shoot. Okay. I'm going to go with I don't need this and that. That seems to be the better one, even if it has problems. So I'm just going to grind this one down for parts. It's got an oxygen bottle. The rest of its cargo is completely empty. Okay. I'm just going to grind this for parts.
Inventory full.
Jeez. I seem to recall it didn't really have much in the way of lift capacity either. This was the thing that could carry itself, me, and about 100 steel plates. And I genuinely have no idea why the thrust is that bad, so... Looks like I'm going to just be breaking this one down. I'm not going to need the small grid thrusters or gyros because I'm not going small grid at the moment.
Inventory full.
Oop, shoot. Although I think at the time, given all the parts here, the plan may have been to restructure this into something better that could carry cargo. Oop. If that has hydrogen in it... No, that's what I'm looking for. No, that's empty. I probably should try to build something
Inventory full.
with a little bit more capacity and park a little bit closer to this, but do I... Oh yeah, this must have been me prepping to turn that into something better. Oh, that had stuff in it, even. Alright.
Inventory full.
Oh, jeez, oh, Pete. And that. Oh, that's... That was something over here for inventory full, too, I thought. Must have gotten it. Alright. Don't know.
Inventory full.
Shoot.
Inventory full.
Oh. Have I managed to get something stuck in my inventory that's taking up space I don't need? Yep. That. Come on. There we go. There we go. That's why I was running out of space so quickly. I had the bottle there. Alright. These two I don't know about. Everything else here can go. Okay, I don't know why I didn't pick those up.
Inventory full. Oh, that. No, well, let's hold on. That's empty. Inventory full.
Okay. Little oxygen tank.
Inventory full.
Oh, shoot.
Inventory full.
I should have paid attention to what they were. They could have been useful things like event controllers or the like. Alright. That one doesn't serve a purpose anymore. And neither does that one. Likewise across to the other side. And in fact, I should be putting railings there or something. Alright. Okay, event controller. Alright. Parachute block with no chutes. Another event controller. A broadcast controller in small format. Thought I saw something fall.
Inventory full.
Did I get stuck out here with no hydrogen at some point or something? Or am I remembering right that there used to be a building here that appears to have disappeared? Alright. I already have one of these on board as a spare. If I hook you up, I get a little bit more backup. Those I definitely want to work in. Alright. Can I get these on top? I can. There we go. Oop. Ow. Okay. Unknown signal, 0.3 meters down. Mini merchant. Okay.
Energy low.
GPS. Mini merchant is gone. Unknown signal is gone. Salvage red hazard I still need, although that is the trade runner wreck. Alright. Nothing left here. Man, I want to find a refinery again. Alright, you guys. I need to build the platform out up here a little bit. So let's go ahead, take that out. Where is... Those are sliding off. Okay, let me just get this built. Okay. Okay. Yep. There they all went down into the sand. Alright. Alright. Okay. Alright, now. Now let's go ahead and find... Yeah, that one will work. That one... Nope. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright. So this gives me a platform up here to at least walk around a little bit on. Can I reach those? No, of course not. Okay. Yep. Up more. There we go. And finally... Alright. Now, let's climb back up. Unknown signal, not going to make it. Almost... just shy of north-northeast. Okay. Yeah, up here. Alright. Get another battery on there and stack this stuff up there. Alright. So I'm going to need three pairs of these. There we go. I'm going to put one there and one there. And then one there. Which will be one there. One there. And one there. Okay. Then I need to come over up here somehow. Oh, good. Made it. There. Okay. Come down here, back up. Wow, I am really tilted. Oof. Alright. Let's get these in order. This one first. There we go. Okay. Except that way is up. Alright. Now this is going to go down here. Okay. And you are going to be the tricky one. That way. Now, to get you over there without bumping you on stuff... There we go. That was much easier than anticipated. Alright. That's the full pickup from there, and... Wait, north-northeast? That way. Okay. Almost dead ahead, even. Oh. That away, 5 kilometers. Can I even go that away 5 kilometers, or do I have to go around? It looks like there might be a little path through. I don't know why I'm going up there. Yeah, I see a path through that. I am getting farther, oh dear, from everything. Oh geez, I'm going 40 meters per second. That's fast. And I still don't have that large grid gyro, so yeah, that's really fast. Something is smoking. That worries me. Because I can't tell what. Or am I just kicking up dust? Maybe I'm just kicking up dust. Okay. This is not great terrain for this rover. And I am going to have to eat something real quick. Great. Let me get over this ridge line just barely. Oh, come on. Come on. Oof. Alright. There is no food in that cockpit anymore. Scrap. There, get rid of that. I don't need that. In fact, let's clean it up from the world even. Five kilometers west-southwest for one. Wow, that takes a while even with a great grinder. There we go. Okay. Oh, I probably used really good food when I didn't need to. I genuinely can't tell where it might be. Down on that ice lake would make sense, but there's one down there too. Well, either way, this is not a great route to approach it, so let's head over to the left to get down. I mean, that doesn't look terribly amazing either, but it's better than the near vertical drop, I guess. I say as I go down like a 30-degree slope or more. Oh, this is not... Okay, that's a slightly better route. Jeez. Okay. Now, where is this place? Oh, there's something right here. This might have been it. Let me momentarily park up behind here. Get up here and turn off the frickin' guns. Do not target neutrals at the moment. Okay. Now that that's taken... Really? Now that that's taken care of, let's head back around. And we have a clue that there is a weapon of some sort in there. Oh, and there's another one 5 kilometers southwest-west-southwest. Okay, well, so much for that. Apparently that was counting as hostile. Okay. Did I park close enough to make that jump? I did. Unfortunately, this is mostly just steel plate, which I have an absolute ton of. Hold on. Let's be smart. There's another one on the other side, but that'll be easier to get from below.
Inventory full.
Let's not accidentally pop and grind that. Shoot. There we go. May as well take that anyway then. Further up there is something burning. And a large cargo that used to have a Gatling gun next to it. Neat. No ammo in it, but that's fine. Okay, anything else suspect in here? I'm gonna guess not. Good place to get more girders for my catwalks.
Inventory full.
Alright. Yep, let's bring this around since the other stuff is even closer. Am I tilted forward? Is that just my imagination? I am tilted forward. My cargo must be front heavy. Uh, uh. 3 kilometers west-southwest. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm right next to that. Okay. Now then. Let's come around this side, I guess. Since I think that's theoretically the front. Let me swing in between them, actually. Okay. Now then, let's check this out. I don't think there's going to be anything I need here, but there could be bits to grab. Large steel tubes in that one. Some in that one. Yep, the rest of that is just steel plate. So that's done. Dump inventory on the way through. Okay, this whole thing is empty except for the freight container, the cargo boxes, the shelves, and the large cargo container that I want to get in on my grid. Which means I'm going to have to grind off half the building here. Okay. Nothing in the G menu. Let's do that so I can fix it up. Then I can grind it off, drag it up, and figure out where to put it. "24 metal grids I should be able to get. What the heck? I had like 900 in one of the containers. There we go. Okay. What's in here? Not much. Okay, that wasn't attached to the ground, apparently. Neat. Okay. Okay.
Inventory full.
Darn it. Those doors are good for parts too, but... Okay, that was a bunch more girders.
Inventory full.
Darn it. Man, my cargo access from down there is horrible. And nothing at all in there either. Wow. Alright. Grab the doors. Grab the cargo container and get it attached somewhere. Oof. Okay. Okay, it's detached. Let's empty cargo. And then... Whoop. Okay. Oh, gee. Yeah, that was a multiplying loop. Okay, can't get it up on that side. Gotta bring it around. And desperately try not to crush myself in the process. Okay. Alright, I can reach you from the top because you're as tall as I am and then some. Now, you used to be situated right here. So, let's go ahead and make you some space again. Okay, you're going to have to get moved. At least long enough to attach this. Because it'll be real tricky to slot him in here with you two mag plates there. Alright. Unlock. Actually, let's bring you up here and tuck you guys over in the corner for now where you won't rattle off. Although I don't think we're facing that way. No, hold on. Okay. Okay. Now then. I need that to be facing there. It'll attach there, so... right. Alright. Now, do I want this down or up? No, I want this side to side. Alright. Okay. Face
Energy
that
low.
way. Oop, I am sliding off the wheel. I am still sliding off the wheel. Spin it the other way so it'll be upright. Oh, come on. There. Well, this really spins slow on the large grid stuff. It's the trade-off for making the small grid stuff not too twitchy to do anything with, so it's a situation where the answer is we'll live, but there we go. Okay, now. Putting that there, and then there we go. Now I have cargo access there. I can put a couple mag plates back, but not here. And also not here. I'm not doing anything small grid.
Inventory full.
And I have 2 of these already on the grid for backup. I can build normal turrets. Okay. Shoot. Yeah, west-southwest. There we go. Nothing else I need from there. I have cargo again. Over here somewhere, not too far. Yeah, this is one of the only places I've run across with wavy ice lake. They are normally quite smooth. I think it's going to be on the other side of that little ridge. So let's get back down onto this ice lake. There's a salvage site on the other side of the world. I think that may have been what I was heading for, but I've gotten distracted. Oh, is this going to get me around? Oh, yep, there we go. Dead ahead. Dead west now. Let's not go over the dunes, but this might be a break around the mountains to the trade runner. we go. It's in sight. Can't tell what it is from here. It's a shimmery set of pixels at the moment. But it's definitely something. And there are at least 2 somethings. Maybe even 3, because I got a red blip briefly that I'm not getting again. This is a section of elevated highway. Alright, let's pull alongside so that if there's anything up top, I can just wing it over. Alright. Alright. Okay, nothing much there. Okay, fine, be that way. 3 power cells is always good. I'm not going small grid. I'm looking for large grid thrusters at this point, and I think I'm going hydrogen to get off-world. Whoa, let's not crush myself with a truck. Ugh, can I get up past this thing? There we go. It looks like there's something else up there. Can I get up? Oh, I can get up that way. Derp. Okay. More ammo. Rotor head, headlight, engine, hydrogen tank.
Inventory full.
Whoa.
Inventory full.
There. Wow, remarkably little scrap metal in that.
Inventory full.
Alright. Ow. Really? Okay, there's really not much up here, is there? Motors. Is there a cockpit up here? No, there's a medium cargo container. If I were small grid, that'd be a great find. Alright. Oop. That sure sounded like something dropped out of that. Nope. Okay. Nothing else here. No, some components will be lost if removed. That's what's going on there. Alright. Okay. Trade runner wreck. No, I'm headed straight back for mountains again. 3 kilometers away is either on the other side of those mountains or right at the base of them here. So I will make a wide loop around the ice to turn around. Because I can't tell if that's a building or a gray splotch. And then head for the gap. Oh, there's a way through the mountains. Not a great way, and that was definitely just a gray splotch. Alright. Small grid, I could go through that all day long. Over here is definitely a pass. Might even be how I came in, which would be a little annoying. I really want to get to that trade runner. There's a lot of components in that I could sell. This is not fun terrain for a large grid. Yeah, this is lousy terrain for a small grid. Good thing I tore off the front. Jeez. Okay. Back on the crazy dunes. Unknown signal. Right there. Please tell me that's going to be up and not back down on the ice. That's back down on the ice. Maybe not. It might still be over here. Either way, that's better territory to drive than the little chunk of nonsense I would have had to go through to get over here the other way. Alright. Alright. Okay. Thought I was just gonna miss it. Just got it. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, alright. Looks like I'm coming back here. Oh, that's convenient. Didn't get anything from that, but that's okay. Get that stuff out and start grinding. There we go. Oh. Okay, I'm going to have to change that up to bring me out over here. I'll have a platform here now to work from. Oh, this could be... Oh, I don't really have a spot for a crane anymore, do I? Nope. But I do... There, and then there, there, oop, and there, and there, and there. Now, hold on. Platform, stairs to here. Oh, stairs wouldn't reach here. I am... No, I'm only up 2 from the deck. Stairs would reach. Okay. I don't know. Okay. Oh, hold on, that's a 97, but it had everything in it. Okay. Maybe I just have to mount the crane there? Man, I really don't know. Now then, I did see another signal, but I don't remember where I saw it. Where is Trade Runner Wreck? Looks to be over that way, probably past those mountains. Okay. Because that's where I was headed. Don't know that I'm finding the right way down here, but it's a way. Ooh, I have 30 minutes of full run. I really need a way to get more power. I should be hooking those batteries up and draining them when I find them. It's not much, but it's something. About an hour over flat land, but no, that is not a way through the mountains there. I'm going to have to go around to the left some more. Man, that is in an awkward spot. Oh. This is what I just left. Yep, that's literally what I just left. It's not even a different one of the same spawn. It's the same exact one. Whoa, world seam. Oh. Okay. There. Let's do a bit of a swing out and a turn around that little spit of ground. And voila! We are around the world seam. I kind of wish that whatever fix they did on the stock planets had been procedural, so it would apply to everything. But at the same time, the world seam is kind of a neat geological feature on these planets. Okay. Is it in this mess, or is it still around? No, it's still past. Wow, that's a biome seam. Oh, hey, Donald. Donald McDonald TFCG. Hope you don't mind if I call you Donald. Oh, there's something right here. Honestly, it's because I can't carry nearly as much cargo. I have a small flyer that I use when I need to scout around. But for the most part, if I need to grab something, um, that can't carry it. Well, no medical components in that. Don't need a beacon. What do we have up here? Okay. I think that's going to be an O2H2 and possibly a medium cargo. Thought I got those already. I have 2 of those. Oh, hey, look, some free ice. And... oh, oxygen tank. I've got
Inventory full.
already 2. I think. If not, it's too late now. I am currently trying to find my way to the Trade Runner wreck there, because it has a couple blocks that I want to get onto this grid. And having very little luck at it because it's in a narrow valley with without good land access that I've found so far. I'm hoping this is the set of mountains I needed to get around. But there's really only one way to find out, and that involves a lot of navigation. Because if there's the one thing that Space Engineers doesn't believe in, it's maps. Oh, no, something up there is smoking. Shoot, I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that. Oh my god. These dunes are horrible. Slam on the brakes to go over that one safely. But I'm kind of guessing as I go through these dunes... yeah, no, Space Engineers planets aren't flat. Especially not Earth-like. Although this isn't Earth-like. I think this is Citreus, if I remember right. I'm doing a Scrapyard run, Splitsies mod, with economy and food both enabled. It made for a... oh, here we go. This looks like some decent terrain coming up. It made for a really sketchy start, but it's settled out a little bit at this point. Yeah, this terrain is much better than what I was just trying to go through. Citreus has minimal craggies, but in all honesty, the terrain is better suited for small grid. And, well, I abandoned small grid probably early because I felt like I couldn't carry enough cargo with what I was finding. Scrapped cargo and, you know, ground down cargo either. going large grid has a couple disadvantages. The biggest of which is the size of the mag plates when you're trying to grab a few small grid blocks. But it hasn't been absolutely horrible, other than the episode I had to where I had to basically scrap an episode, figure out how to fix it, because as it turned out, I had a mag plate near one of my wheels that didn't cause a problem for several episodes until it didn't have anything on it during a game load. It locked to the wheel and cartwheeled my rover here across the landscape. Had to get some help from the Keen Software House Discord and Splitsy's Discord to figure out how I could recover from that without it being a game wipe to Clang. And then the very next episode, I hit a little bit of terrain a bit too fast, nose-dived onto an ice lake on the other side, flipped over, and destroyed my crane, a large cargo, and a whole bunch of other stuff, including my large grid survival kit. That one was rough. Is that a tree, or is that... I think that's a couple grids over on the ice. I'm going to take a detour over to that, see if there's anything worth grabbing. At some point, I'm probably going to turn this grid into something that's hydrogen-powered, but I haven't gotten there yet. I want to find some drills on something so that I can actually accumulate it. That's all trees. Man. Well, okay. It'll at least be fast across the ice lake. I can understand, you know, Space Engineers, you kind of have to make your own fun. If you're feeling like you've done what you want to do, you do kind of tend to take a break from it for a while. I'm in the middle of a run of this, Scrap Mechanic, and Grounded. Doing a first run at Grounded, a first touch in years on Scrap Mechanic because they did a 1.0 release. I've pretty much decided that when I do Subnautica 2, I'm going to go in blind, not having played Subnautica yet, because in Subnautica 2 you're not playing the same character again, so you kind of know what you get out of their colonization handbook as far as information about what to look for. And I don't want too much of that version of the experience spoiled for me. Where with Grounded, Grounded 2 is the same characters, it's a continuation of their story. So I'm going into that with, you know, I'm going to put Grounded under my belt before I get into it. I want to find people to play Grounded 2 with. Because my experience with Grounded so far is that a lot of it would go very much faster if you had other people around. Oh, I've got a scrap settlement 6.5 kilometers up that way. That is west-southwest. Alright. Let's carefully tip over that hillside. My goal for this particular run is to get to space. I might extend it there, depending on what space feels like. but I wanted to see what, having economy and food added to the scrapyard experience. Splitsy's currently working on an actual, scrapyard with food and economy mod. Hold on, is that a different one? Oh yeah, that is a different one. Okay. That's going to be about a 90-degree turn to the left when I get up there. And it really does look like I might be able to get to the trade runner from this direction. Okay, I think I'm seeing that one here. It could be my imagination. I'm glad trees aren't deadly anymore. Yep, there's something for it. Looks like 2 buildings. Maybe some outstructures, but those might be trees again too. Oh, a power tower. 2 buildings. I don't see anything else offhand. Oh, no. Obviously there's something else there. That looks like another fake tank. Okay. I wonder what's in this one. Okay. I'm going to take a look at this warehouse first. I should dig a gun out, just in case. Oh, it's this one. Oh dear. I know there's good stuff in these stacks. I have no idea where they are. I mean, I'm using a lot of girders on my rover, so I might, and I have all the storage I need, so I might well actually grind all this down. Because
inventory full.
Really? I didn't empty my inventory first.
Inventory full.
Ugh.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Okay. I just found myself a large grid cargo container. Got it welded on.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory
Okay.
full.
Okay, actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm literally just going to chop all these off.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
This will be so much faster.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
Okay. I actually keep running short of girders because I'm using so many on my catwalks on the rover. It's actually kind of silly. Not the steel plate, though.
Inventory full.
All right. Oh, it was over here. I just missed some over there. All right. Why would you stop adopting cats? Cats are awesome.
Inventory full.
I myself am the happy, contented staff of 3 wonderful house cats. Oh, jeez. I walked right into that, didn't I?
Inventory full.
Nicely done. Nicely done. As I tell my friends, wonderful pun, well done. We'll string you up by your thumbs in the morning. Shoot. Okay, dropping him that way will... south-southwest.
Inventory full.
Okay, yeah, definitely don't drop these 2 blocks. Those shelves are apparently heavier than I realized. Or even 1 block onto damaged flooring.
Inventory full.
Wow, that's a rough bit of floor now.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
All right. Let's get this floor patched up a little bit so I can actually walk around in here. Yeah, I suppose you gotta make sure you can actually take care of
Inventory
the cats that you
full.
have and that they have space and all of that, but... now, mind you, I have nothing against dogs either, but puppies are tough to deal with in a lot of living situations. Okay, there's something embedded in one of these bits of floor. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Energy low.
Yeah, even that'll spark a little bit. Jeez.
Inventory full.
Darn it. Okay.
Inventory full.
Factorio, I've never tried. I've watched some people play it. Don't know that it's my kind of game. Um,
Energy critical. Inventory full.
darn it. Okay. And this time I have to remember to charge up while I'm over here. Fortunately, I got the parts for these a while ago.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Alright. This means I either got the neat stuff that was in here and never saw it, or this was the version of it that has none of the interesting components in it. Which would be seriously disappointing, because there's hard to find stuff in some version of one of these warehouses. Yeah, honestly, I'm probably more patient with that kind of thing on stream than I ought to be. I mean, before I started streaming, I did a scrapyard run, and my rule was that when I found a grid, it got ground down. I didn't leave anything behind.
Inventory full.
I wasn't nearly so mobile in that one. I had a fixed base that I went back to. But yeah, literally everything I found, I didn't leave anything behind. That was really early in the process. God, it didn't have any space yet, like any space content yet. And my goal at that point, again, was to get into space. Had a small grid truck with a trailer, big gooseneck, a bunch of individual mag plates to carry stuff. It was a good run. Got into space. A friend joined me briefly. Like, I want to say maybe 12 hours total gameplay before we got into space in a really crappy, slapped together, wouldn't have been rated for an escape pod kind of thing. Forgot that even in space, the jetpack was nerfed to heck and back, and immediately got blown up by the first thing we ran across in space because it had guns. And hydromanning with the jetpack nerfed scrapyard style just does not work. Now, it was over here somewhere, I thought, but no. I am more... Oh, no. The trade runner's on the other side of these mountains, too? Ugh. This is getting old. How do I get in there? Almost launched myself off of that. And the irony is that the time that I did a nosedive into the ice lake and flipped over, I had a large grid gyro mag-plated to me, but I hadn't gotten around to attaching it yet, and it got destroyed in the crash. So that was all kinds of hilarious for all the wrong reasons. How the heck do I get through here? That actually doesn't look like a horrible path. Alright. Up here. Around. And I gotta park up here because I have a phone call from my wife. Be right back. Well, never mind. Missed it. Come on. She will have just gotten off her shift at work. And not remembered that I stream later on the Space Engineers days. Alright. Okay, this has to be the route that I need now. Oh, hey, El Sharanis and Shogun again. Welcome back. Please let me know if I jumped the gun on thanking you two for your raid here. I know the first time you two stopped by, I apparently saw your arrival before you guys could hear me. Alright, awesome. Welcome back. I am currently trying to navigate Satreus to get to that Trade Runner wreck that I found on a flight, but I need to get my grid over there to grab the large grid gyro that's sitting near it now. Oh, I'm going to have to build a crane while I'm there to go ahead and get that thing on, or I'm going to have to do something way simple. But that's still 10 kilometers. That's still going to be the other side of that mountain there. I just cannot find my way in. This is nuts. No, Donald, I actually was trying to grab the phone. I just had to get the rover stopped, and she hung up before I managed that. Okay. I swear to God, if the Trade Runner is in the middle of, like, a circle of mountains, I'm just gonna scream. I accidentally cranked the volume all the way up on my headphones trying to grab the phone. So, what have you two been up to? I know you guys said you were streaming something, I think Space Engineers or something, last time you dropped by. I feel like I have circumnavigated a whole set of mountains here. This is nuts. Hold on. I'm going to go ahead and park up here. And go take my flyer up and get a better view of what I'm dealing with here. Because I have been driving for way too long to have not gotten there yet, I think. Okay. Unlock. Unlock. Engine's on. Nope, I'm still locked. I hit the wrong one. There we go. I hit the wrong one a second time. Level off. Okay. I'm gonna fly ahead and see what I've got. It's right there. Am I like at the tail end of it, or did I passed the way in or something? I have to have missed a gap. Or maybe it was a cliff. It looks like I've got a way through up here. Okay, no, I have a way through here. And it must have been cliff face back there, but there is a way in up here. Alright. Now, mind you, I've probably gone clockwise around this when I should have gone counterclockwise, but... Whoa, let's keep this kind of level while I back up and reorient on where I think I parked. Shoot. I've gotten too far away from my signal again. I think I'm back over here. Oh, no, hold on. It's behind me already. Look, do not flip upside down. This does not have up thrust. Or down thrust. Hold on. Where is it? Oh, I was looking at my own signal. Shoot. Yeah, I made this mistake last time, too, where I forgot to mark my parking spot. Oh, I do have up thrust. It's not going to be anywhere near enough, but I thought I had an antenna on my rover. Is it just so short range that... There it is. My antenna is just so short range. Oh, this is bad. Okay. Braking thrust and down. Level off. Bring me down. This does not have a huge amount of fuel. I took off with 23 when it should have been full. And now I am at 7 and desperately trying to land this before it runs out. Oh, geez, I was much higher than I thought I was there. Dang. Okay, there we go. Lock that. Lock that. Turn these off. Very nearly fall to my death. Great. Okay, but... Hold on. Do I still have this big one on stockpile? Is that the problem? No, that one's stockpile off. Oh... Does this thing not have its tank on stockpile? That'll help. The yellow ship? Yeah, this is a purchased ship. I wanted to see how the purchased ships work. Actually, okay, so now I am full. That's good. For the most part, they're good. This one is a decent little ship with one major flaw. The only access point for its cargo system is that container right there, which is inaccessible when you're on the ground. Earlier, I ground down what was left of a little red one that I'd bought a while back, before that persona died, accidentally crushing themselves underneath a falling block on a large grid structure. I think that was episode 3. And I've deleted all my GPS points for all of that stuff, but then realized that I have cargo, or I have contracts and such for that I'd picked up while I was in that area. So it's unofficially turned into kind of a mystery. This is the first time I've been on this planet. How did I get those contracts? Why did I show up here and find these ships that already belong to me? And so, you know, it's... The backstory here is that I'm a recently hired apprentice engineer hired by Scrap Union Interstellar. I got here. I got to where they said to meet the orientation administrator, and nobody's there. Nobody's ever heard of them. So I'm stranded on this planet. I've got to figure out how the heck to get out. And, you know, starting with 8 algae crisps and not much else, that's a rough place to be with just a little starter rover. And although I did use the standard starter rover instead of the scrapyard one because it doesn't spawn with food yet. And on this run, I didn't feel like going hardcore and starting with the little quad bike rover that I made for one run. That literally 4 wheels, a saddle seat, 2 small cargo containers. That was an oxygen tank, a pistol, and 4 magazines. That was your entire starting load. And that was the run that I mentioned earlier where I got off-world and immediately got blown up. But that was a great bit of fun because you can't die on that one, or you have to respawn. Or you have to, you know, completely restart, because without a survival kit, you got to be real careful. And it really changes your priorities early in a scrapyard run when you can't afford to die. The first thing you have to do is find power, which almost certainly ends up meaning finding a base of operations. There's a lot of pieces that you can't build in Scrapyard, so you very quickly have to upgrade your rover into something that can actually haul cargo, can haul components, and I will probably take another shot at doing a run like that when Splitsy finishes off his Scrapyard 2.0 that has economy and food and all of that worked into it. I'll obviously have to tweak the starting loadout to include food, but it was a good bit of fun. Slow down coming across there. I don't want to launch myself into the air. Please tell me this is the valley I saw from up there, and that this is my way in. Yeah. I also have to rebuild one of the landing gear on the flyer. I forgot that it got knocked off in a landing earlier. This is not the way in. Son of a crap. Oh, hold on. Or is that the gap that I needed to find? Have to go around that. No. Okay, this is it. This is it. All right. Of course, I'll manage to get the gyro on, and the first thing I'll do after that will be take a header over something, forget that I have the gyro, and lose it in the crash. This is not the way in. Alright. I am seriously missing the finer points of navigation in my life. Okay, unlock those. Unlock those. Those on. Oh, come on. There we go. Now then. Trade runner is that way. Was I still early? It's not through there. It's not through there. Hold on. I'm flying north-northwest right now. Because, yet again, I didn't double-check that my... Okay, yeah, I was just trying to come across early. Jeez. I need to get around that and then through. Alright. Okay. Let's not do the same mistake again and slam down too hard. Okay. Okay, there we go. Let's turn a little bit so that I can use those. Lock that, those off. There we go. I need to get an event controller on this to deal with that for me. Ugh. Okay. Let's get turned around here, because I came in way early again. Well, I suppose the bright side is I'm going to get to loot whatever that location is. The pirate relay post. Oh boy. That'll actually have guns and stuff, probably. And it's in my way. Maybe. Maybe I'm lucky and I won't have to get too close to it while and I'll be able to, you know, maybe it's actually over the horizon. Who knows? Okay, yeah, I can... It's at least past the hill there from the looks of it. So I should be able to get around the mountain here and move away from it without having to fight it. I have not yet had a combat run of any sort in Space Engineers, at least not intentionally. I got shot at by what I thought was a neutral outpost earlier in this run. That was a little bit of a rude surprise. Okay. So, not here, but somewhere coming up. Will be an opening, and I will finally be able to get that darn gyro. Here, maybe? That looks like an actual gap. Yeah, that looks like the way in. There we go. I only missed it by like 4 kilometers because I was 3 kilometers closer to it there. Oh, there's something to scrap along the way, too. That's good. Unless it's on the other side of those mountains, in which case it'd be one that I already skipped. Yeah, I did not want to go straight over that one. Okay. What the heck? Alright, I'm gonna pull up on some level ground over here. Yeah, like make it the ice lake. Because I am still getting farther from that trade runner, and there is still no way to it that I can see. So I'm going to get down on the ice lake where it's nice and flat. Double check to make sure I've got the flyer full. And go take another navigation check. Maybe I just need to turn this into a drone. What on? No, it's still up ahead. Jeez, I have to have taken exactly the wrong route. I must have literally gone clockwise when I needed to go like 4 kilometers counterclockwise. Okay, turn off, proxy, and lock. Or connector and lock. There we go. Okay. I'm just not far enough. I was going the right way. I need a map. That's all there is to it. I need a map of Cetreus. Okay, there is something on the lake ahead of me. So at least I get to salvage something along the way. What is that? A billboard? Or is that some pipeline sections? Oh! It's an elevated train track. I don't think I've run into one of these before. Yeah, this looks like it's actually one of the train cars that Splitsy did in that community run. And of course, this is why I have so much steel plate in my cargo system.
Inventory full.
Let's get this offloaded. Can I reach that one? Not conveniently. Oh, actually, I just realized I've been freaking out about not having a power source, but I just realized this is one of the cars that Splitsy did. Okay, that's awesome. I recognize the helm and door combo there. There's going to be parts in these wheels that are useful.
Inventory
nice.
full.
Okay, unload again. Pick up those steel plates and see what is up top. Okay. Briefly thought I was about to get squished when it rolled. Alright, how do I get up onto that? I guess from this far end? Whew. Yep. Alright, let's see what we've got up here. This is going to be one of the coal cars, I think. Okay. Yep. Shoot. Oh, come on. Ugh. Jumping in Space Engineers is so bad. Oh my god. Hold on, did that say? No, that was also light armor. Okay. And I just realized... No, I don't have the parts to do that. Okay. I'll take the falling damage. This is hopefully not going to kill me. Oh, hold on. I can just walk along here to get back to the ramp down. That's just going to be too much of a pain to grind through to find anything useful. So let's dump the inventory and climb back up. Nope. Gotta take the tail ramp. Alright. Back on the move. And it feels like by the time I get to that wreck, it will be time to end the stream, and I'll have to pick up there next week. But who knows, maybe it'll be light by then at the very least. This is the pass that it looked like from above. Still looks like it might be, but... yeah, okay, good. There's a way in, but that is skinny. Jeez. Oof. Oh, geez, there we go. I'm less than 5 kilometers from it now. And when I get there, I'll be able to tell which direction I approached it from first. And I'm going to guess it was that way. Alright. Let's see what we've got going on here. Don't want to launch myself off a dune here. And I was wrong. My original approach was from that direction. So I may have taken the long way around, but it wasn't an obscenely long way around. Well, it might have been, who knows. It wasn't an obviously long way around, at the very least. See, there's my gyro, soon to be. Let's get the parts and get... Oh, I'm parked way farther than I thought I was. Alright. Oh, come on. And this is why I built the tail ramp. Because Space Engineers ladders are really sketchy if you're a little bit off level. Alright. First thing I want to do is offload all this stuff. Because I did a lot of grinding while I was here to start breaking this down. Found the gyro, realized I wanted to get that onto my rover. I still have extra stuff in my inventory, don't I? Yep. Okay, find another cargo container that isn't full. There we go. Okay, I want that. Do I have a pistol in here? No. Okay. Because, yeah, those thruster components are going to be worth a lot if I have a buyer handy. Same with the superconductors. Not so much the radio components, but who knows. Maybe I find myself a refinery or assembler and can break them down. But yeah, this is going to be where the stream stops tonight. I'll get this unloaded, get some of the stuff cleared. I want to try and get this dug out, and maybe even that dug out, although I did find a small grid version of it not that long ago. I have sufficient cargo even without the large grid that I'm just going to grind that one down. I actually built that there, I think. It's been quite a while since I did it. I either built it or hacked and repaired it. Actually, given its color scheme and everything, it must have been a hack and repair. Jeez. Don't think I can drag this at all. Oh, I can. Okay. I can't lift it at all, and it's going to roll right back where it was. So, let's get those metal grids. Okay, I would have sworn it said it had 0 of 50, then it said I couldn't pull 24, and then I have them all, and I must have grabbed that twice without realizing it. Alright. There's a lot of valuable components in this. Ooh. No, that's connected by those. Okay. Alright. I can get up on top of this and start tearing apart the upper bits from over here. Oop.
Inventory full.
Oop. All right. Jeez, I just nearly crushed myself because I thought that was a single block at a lower level. Okay. I gotta stop being dumb about this. I should do a cleanup of all the floating scrap metal bits in the world again. I did it once after the flip. Even with the best tier grinder, this takes a while to do cleanup this way. Okay. Let's get back up on top. Darn it. Okay, I have one of those. Oh, that'll be some free ice. I have all the air vents I need at the moment. Ooh, not much ice. Jeez.
Inventory full.
Part of the reason I'm being as thorough as I am on this is that I'm going to need a lot of components to make the crane I'm going to need to make to get
Inventory full.
that gyro on board and positioned where it can be welded in place. Darn it, that was some valuable stuff. I think those were displays.
Inventory full.
Right. Space Engineers' center of gravity is at work there. These heavy steel plates are the bottom. Alright. Dig that out. Dig that out.
Energy low.
Charge up. Alright. Try and avoid digging a pit that's going to fall into. Eee. It will be so easy to accidentally leave a voxel inside this. Okay. Alright, here goes nothing. Oh, actually, hold on. I don't think I own that yet. Oh, free floating. Okay. Here goes nothing. Oh, thank God. You accidentally leave a bit of voxel inside of, and you convert it to a ship. If it lets you, it blows up. So let's go ahead and get this moved back over. I used to have it right here. Come on. Oh, I'm still crouched. Yeah, there we go. I used to have it right back here. I'm going to leave that there for the moment. Oh my. There we go. I used to have it right at the end here. Got all this connected now, so I think I'm going... I really hope I have all that connected. I mean, it certainly should be that to there, that to there, that to there. But if it doesn't, I'm going to get crushed here, and there's nothing I can do about it. Alright. Good. Not a conveyor sorter. T, there we go. Okay. Alright. There we go. And now spin it around so it'll be facing out. Sit it there. Got that on. Okay. Ha. Okay. Because this is my backup survival kit right now. It's a small grid. It dumps me upside down because that was the best way I could get it piped in from where it was. But now, well, I can turn this one on and this one off. And that is piped in, and I can continue piping stuff through it. I'm going to get a half plate on there, I think. I don't know. Well, anyway. Back over to this. I'm going to see if I can drag this a little bit closer somehow. Oh! Okay. No, 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 no. You stay put. You stay put. You stop rolling. I know it really has nothing to do with me, but... Okay, good. I'm gonna have to figure out where on this thing I want that. Preferably somewhere middle-ish. Maybe... Hold on, Let's actually take a look at this, because I've been doing burner. Yeah. I've been doing some damage to that with the thrusters periodically. Okay. So yeah, I think this is where I'm going... let me get this dug out.
Your health is low.
Ow. Right. That shouldn't have hurt. I would love to find a med bay. But I don't think there are any on planet, so survival kit will have to do. Okay, let's get this one dug out too. Oop. Did not mean to grab stone. Okay. Okay, now is there a control panel on this thing somewhere? There is not. Oh, hold on. Maybe that? Hold on. I might be able to jump up onto that from over here. Hold on. There's the problem. I was trying to do There we go. Yes, there it is. Access denied. Alright. Perfect. Wow, that's nice and light in comparison. But I will use it to put a bit of a brake on the gyro. And where am I? Okay, I'm going to have to figure out where I want to put the gyro. But I do know I'm going to need one of these, so let me just get the materials real quick. That's too close. I have the parts. Okay. Okay, now if I go up and figure out where I want to put this. Actually, I think... Oh. Well, that's not supposed to be open there. There we go. Yeah, that's better. I think I might want to tuck it in right there, or... I don't know. I don't really have anywhere good to put it right now, do I? I need this central corridor. I could maybe tuck it in there. That would cut off one of my access points to cargo from up there, but it wouldn't be that bad, because I've got the whole platform over here that I can use now. So yeah, if I put that there, the battery's nice and durable. Man, I need to find solar panels. I need passive energy generation. Or I need to find more uranium. Oh, speaking of uranium. Well, that's on. Are my batteries being charged? No. Even sitting here, I'm draining my batteries. It's on. And I have no uranium. So that like 2.1 kilos that I grabbed from the ship are nothing. How about the engines? Why are they not on? And there's a second one over here? No, I just have the one. Okay. Now, how's that doing for my grid? Fully recharged in a day. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and leave that running for the time being. Because I really need to power up my batteries quite a bit. And as I was saying, I need to figure out where I want that gyro. That's probably the sturdiest block I've got, so I think I'm going to try and tuck it in there, or... I've got another block missing. Jeez. That was a bit of a rude surprise there, because it's there. Okay, anyway, as I was saying, maybe I'll tuck it in here. That'll probably be a little bit easier to maneuver. But that tells me I'm going to need to crane it from over there, or drag it. And I've been struck by debris, so, alright. First things first, let's get the health done, and then I'm going to go sit in the cockpit. Let's get the weld pad. That way I have it marked for next time. Alright. So, I'm going to have to get the gyro from over there to over here, up on deck, and then into position to weld to the landing pad. And then I will probably stick the relay block somewhere up on deck. Maybe I'll tuck that in above the survival kit if I can get it to fit. But that's where I'm going to go ahead and leave it for this week. Let's go ahead and see